David Blaine is so sly. You imagine with magic tricks, there's always got to be an inside guy, or maybe a whole group of inside people. But I imagine a challenge for him would have to be. It's so hard to challenge somebody like that on a trick because it just seems to me that because he changed the somehow the picture that they took, and I'm speaking of Logan Paul and Mike Malak. Somehow the picture that they took had like an eight of hearts or something on it after they took the picture. So it was like somehow David Blaine had gotten the eight of hearts superimposed onto the wallet of the picture that it wasn't on prior to. I mean, that's obvious that I hate to say it because I'm such a big fan of Impulsive, but like, come on, man. You guys are in on those tricks. 100%. Or at least your manager is. It has to be one way or the other. Because a magician never reveals his secrets, but he doesn't do it for a reason. And that's because he didn't sell his soul to Satan. He's actually good at magic. There's a trick to it. But I really love that episode's just so great because you can tell that, I mean, they're totally fanboying out, Logan Paul and Mike Malak on David Blaine. And, traditionally, it's not cool to be a musician unless you're actually a professional, older, experienced musician. That's a trade that, I mean, you gotta be tough to be a pro musician. So, not only I don't believe the trick is real, but I do. I give mad props to David Blaine for his creativity and his willingness to blow the human mind, so to speak. I mean, with those caliber of tricks, and then even just I was hearing this story about him. This is echo chamber stuff, but if you don't watch Joe Rogan, he jumped off of a 9-story. David Blaine did jumped off of a 9-story drop into some boxes and dislocated his shoulder all the way down to his armpit. And apparently, his worst fear is surgery. So he's the dude kissed a king cobra that could kill an elephant, but he's deathly afraid of surgery. God bless his heart, because yeah, I think he needs to get surgery on that. He's talking about how he can't work out and stuff now. And I don't know. I just that's one thing that you gotta respect, like people who are getting by mentally, emotionally, physically, with ailments that stop them from doing everyday things like, a physically able human. Like if I wanted right now, I could get up and go start a construction job for 12 hours in the cold, and I could do all the things that they ask of me. Like no problem. It's easy peasy. But a lot of people can't do that. And I mean, David Blaine, that's the weakest example because he's obviously wealthy enough to make something of himself, which he already has done. But just handicapped people or anybody with an ailment. I remember I broke my knee when I broke my leg in prison, and the only option was to take 2 weeks off of work and pretend like nothing happened so that I could go to Casa Grande and be a pre-release, which means like be free but not be free. They take 60% of your income. You work in Vegas. I had to, deal with a whole life of being really good at basketball and like loving sports and being physically able to do those things. And once the knee breaks, when it's healing, you have to go through that whole cycle in your mind, like, what's gonna be possible for me in the future? Did my whole life just change? And it's the same thing I went through when I broke my hand, broke my right hand in 5 places and had to get plates and stuff in it. I don't know, I think I've showed it to y'all before, but you can see the scar. It runs from here all the way to here. Yeah. But, yeah, that was a bad punch. It landed very wrong. I destroyed this side of my hand. But, my hats off goes to the people that are strong enough, you know, and that, geez, to get those injuries and then continue to do your best. Wow. What resolve. And I'm not talking about David Blaine only. Obviously, I'm talking about people in wheelchairs and all that stuff. When I broke my right hand, even just wiping my butt with my left hand, it felt impossible. Like, it felt ridiculously hard to do anything with your left hand. And I didn't master it after, I think it was 9 weeks. I didn't get good at writing with my left hand. I mean, I just stopped wiping my butt. Just kidding. Alright, well, there's my, that's what I got for you.